ghouls and goblins, welcome back or welcome to my channel if you are new. Hi, hello, my name is Naomi, nice to meet you. And today we are doing another exciting unique vintage dress of the month club haul and unboxing. So today we are going to be unbagging, they come in bags, so unbagging November's dress. November was a little late, so I ended up getting her around the first week of December. So I'm now filming this like the second week of December. So we're getting there. Hopefully this will get up by the end of this year. That is my goal. This has been a whirlwind year. We started this, I think, in March or April, somewhere around this. So we're getting there. We've gotten quite a few dresses at this point, and we will be going again. We'll see how long we can go. My goal is to get a full year of this to kind of get a good idea of what the dress of the month is. So let's go ahead and get into this. If you've never heard of Unique Vintage Dress of the Month Club, it's essentially what the description is. It is a dress every single month. It's a subscription service. The dress itself is $50 and then shipping is $7. So it ends up being $57 every month. It is a little pricey, but honestly I justify it because Unique Vintage can be pricey on its own. The dresses tend to average between $50 and $100. Bucky Dreams! Bucky is right here. I hit your spot, didn't I, buddy? Yeah. Let me see if I can show you. He is so adorable right now. He's sleeping on my little pumpkin. He's always got to have his head on something. Little puppy dreams. Let me rearrange it here. But yeah, so it is $57 every month. So the dresses do tend to, on Unique Vintage alone, go between $50 and $100 depending on the intricacy of the dress. The flapper dresses tend to be between like $100 and $200 depending on the beading of the dress. So it's a lot. I know you're tired. But yes, so I feel like this is definitely a good deal depending on the dress that you get. On average, they usually tend to be around $80 from my experience. So overall, they are a good price. I find with the dress of the month, I personally am trying to Marie Kondo my closet since I do so many haul and clothing videos, and I usually have a lot of clothing going in and out because I like deals. So when I can get them, I get them. And I do cosplay as well, so I have a lot of variation of pieces. So when it comes to the dress of the month, if I do not personally love it, and I feel like I have to love it, then I will be listing on my Poshmark. I do that every single month. If it's a dress that I don't love, I will always list the Poshmark listing for it underneath my description in my box there. And I always link all of my links from my Facebook to my Instagram to my Poshmark down below. I do have a Poshmark Closet, and I do Poshmark hauls as well. But let's go ahead and get into this. I'll go ahead and throw up the size chart here. So the Unique Vintage, specifically the dress of the month, but Unique Vintage overall usually offers a extra small to around a 5X. So I'll put the size chart here for you to see. And in Unique Vintage, for the dress of the month, the way it works is you go ahead, and I'll also put the dress of the month listing down below. You go to the listing, you pick your size. So there's an average size chart for Unique Vintage. Depending on the piece, they'll offer a different size chart for each piece, but the dress of the month is specifically Unique Vintage. So they have a size chart. The size chart that I've provided for the extra small to the 5X is the one that they usually show for the dress of the month. So specifically for me, I ordered a 2X because that's my average usually for Unique Vintage items. I'll go ahead and put my section here for Unique Vintage dress of the month, like their size chart where I fit. So my bust and my waist, my bust is 45. I'm over exaggerating. It's 45. I don't want it to be that big. 45 inches, which is usually a double D, usually around a 40 double D. And then my waist is a 37, and my hips, I'm a big girl, is 56. So I've got quite a range there. Usually the 2X fits me overall. My bust and waist usually will fit into a 1X for unique vintage, so since there usually is some give, I can usually fit into a 1X, but I order a 2X because sometimes it is not a stretchy fabric, it ends up being like a cotton. So overall the 2X fits me best between my waist and my hips, and the bust can kind of just fit in where it fits. And nothing wrong with a little extra room because you can always take it in. But overall I'm usually a 2X in unique vintage, so I would just kind of find the average if you don't fit in a specific one. But unique vintage does have quite a bit of give. Usually I'm between a 2X and a 4X in most brands. A lot of them don't give a lot of give, so unique vintage is pretty size inclusive since I can usually be between a 1 and a 2X. Depending on the garment, of course, and the brand that they're selling. So usually you'll go ahead and pick the size that you would be in, go ahead and order that one time in the card that you would like it to continue recharging, and that's the one-time purchase, and it'll start again on the next month. Usually it charges around the 15th, and I usually receive my dress, again, I am in like Western New York, so I'm on the other side of the country from where they ship it out, so I usually receive it by either the 23rd or of that month. So like, let's say it was November's dress, so usually I would receive it between the 23rd of November, again they charge on the 15th, or I'll receive it the first week of the then month. So I received it the first week of December if they're quite busy, and again that's all relying on the postal service, so they were very busy this month. But yes, so usually I'll receive it between the second to last week of the month or the first week of the next month for that previous month's dress. And then it'll just keep on reoccurring from then on until you want it to stop. I always do warn, something that I learned is if you change the card within that week that the card will charge, so for instance, if you change it on the 10th and the card would charge on the 15th, it will charge you, but it will skip that month. So I learned my lesson in September. Thank God. It wasn't actually a dress that I really was going to like anyways. I saw somebody else do an unboxing for it. It was a green velvet dress, and I don't like velvet, but I do love green. So it would have been a dress that I would have listed on Poshmark anyways, but I changed my card. Since I didn't want to charge it, I wanted to use my debit from now on. I had changed it on the, I think, 15th or somewhere around there. It was very, very close. So it charged me for that month, but I didn't get September's dress. So I ended up getting October's dress, but that's fine since it wasn't a dress that I was going to end up loving anyways. So I may do this until next September just to get a good idea, or if I'm going to go that far, I might as well go up to November next year. But let's go ahead and get into this bag since I've already talked for 8 minutes. So this is the bag. I believe last month it came in a plain white bag or a plain black bag. It was a different bag. Usually Unique Vintage ships all of its stuff in a white bag that says Unique Vintage on it. And let's get into the dress. Okay. This is just the order form here. So this is 1950s navy blue Selma, I'm assuming swing skirt. I'll go ahead and put the dress here. So I'm actually not going to try this dress on for you or keep it. I've done this a couple times. Every time I receive the Unique Vintage dress, I do go ahead and look it up and just open the bag to see if I like it or not, just so I can predetermine if it's something I'm going to end up keeping. So as I said, I live in Western New York, kind of upstate New York. It gets really cold. We are in December and it's always cold, like it's usually around the 30s, but it could go like between like -15 and it could go up to 60 in this time of year. You never know, honestly. New York weather is insane. But for instance, 2 days ago we had really heavy snow, and today we have no snow, but it's freezing outside. So Unfortunately, this dress is not something that's going to be compatible with my weather, especially New York. Now, I understand it's unique vintage. They actually just sent me a thing about 70% off of clearance. Just texted me. But, it's not going to be something that's compatible. Now, I understand this is a dress of the month for pretty much the entire U.S., so this is not just for New York. It's cute. It really is. I love that it's a plain blue color. That's definitely really good for, like, fall-y, like, it's a dark navy blue color, so that would be really good for November and December colors. Like, overall, I think it's a really pretty color. I really do think this is a cute dress. It's just not my kind of dress. I love the style of it. I like that it's slightly off the shoulder and it's got the little bows. It's just not my thing. It does come with a belt, so I always love when they do come in with a belt, so it's like something extra that's not just a plain dress. It is cute, just not something that I would personally order or that I would want. So I have already listed it on Poshmark. The listing will be down below. It is cute. It's just not something that I could even wear right now. I'd have to wear it in the summertime, and I'm not a huge fan of the bows on the side. It's cute, or the ties. It's cute, just not my thing. So I did pull it out and look at it, but it's still just, I just folded it back up and it's back in this bag, and the belt is right here. So if you are a 2X, I do have it listed on Poshmark. I list them around the original price just so I can make my money back from the unique vintage, essentially. Again, that's $57, so I try to sell it over that so that I can, with the Poshmark fees, make back my profit. But if you throw me a reasonable offer, I will accept. I always accept offers. And just check out my Poshmark Closet in general. Times are hard, so getting stuff out of my basement always helps. But this will be listed. If you like it and you are around a 2X, go ahead and grab it from me. I'm actually pretty sure I looked up this dress and it may not even be available anymore. That happens sometimes. Like, it's kind of like the last of the stock that they have for that dress. Again, it's really cute, just not my personal thing. But I always like to review these every month just to get a really good idea of like what they have and what's cute. And honestly, I think this is a good November dress. I mean, for example, this is something that I'm wearing. It's actually a torrid dress. I love these bell sleeves. It's kind of like a swing dress. I love the pattern. It's blue. This is kind of the darker hues of fall is really what I wear between fall and winter. It's really my thing, but it allows me to have a little more warmth here and I can just cuddle with myself. But this is a good example of something that is in my fall closet. So if the sleeves had just been a little bit longer and it didn't have the like cutouts, I think it would have been definitely something that I would have kept. But overall, I really like it. I will continue. I just got an email saying that the dress of the month thing is coming up because it's like the 10th, I think, that I'm filming this, or no, I think it's like the 12th. It's the 12th that I'm filming this, so my next dress for December will be charging soon. I'm actually really excited to see what it'll look like, whether it'll be like a Christmassy dress. October's was good. I thought that was cute. I actually did wear October's dress to Thanksgiving, I'm pretty sure. I remember in that dress that I was talking about possibly wearing it to Thanksgiving. I hope y'all had a really good Thanksgiving and that you guys have a wonderful Christmas and a spooky day overall. I love you. Bye.